Greetings YouTube, Simon here, welcome to another Final Fantasy VIII Remastered video guide. And today I'm going to be explaining how you can get your hands on the ward card. And I'm also going to be giving you a tip so that you don't mess up in the same way that I've messed up in getting this card. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. But hopefully this video is going to be helpful to you. If it is, please don't forget to drop a like and let's get started. Okay, so first off, thank you to all of our YouTube members and patrons, as always, for their support in helping me to improve the channel with more regular and improved content. And a special shout out to Scott Drummond, one of our YouTube members who has now become our latest patron. Awesome stuff. Right then, so you need to make your way over to Esthar in order to get the ward card, which means that it won't be available for you until Disc 3. But that's okay, you just need to progress the game as normal until you get here. But here's the thing, when you first get to Esthar and engage with Odine, the dude that you need to actually battle in cards in order to get the ward card, I mistakenly believed that you had a very short window of opportunity in order to actually play him, and that is true, you do. However, it's longer than I thought. I didn't want to risk leaving the area finding a save point in fear that he would no longer be available, but it turns out you can actually do that. Now the reason I mention that is because it's important to try and spread the open rule in Esthar, and if you're coming here for the first time, then of course you're going to be carrying the rules from another region, and if you've been following along with my guide, then you should pretty much be able to spread open very easily. Unfortunately, I didn't want to risk spreading rules. I messed up, chose not to do so, and so open wasn't spread, which means that now Esthar doesn't have open. I will be able to get it here later, but for the time being it doesn't have it, which means that, hey, we're going to have to play not being able to see our opponent's cards. That's not a big deal because of the fact that the players here only play with, I think it's elemental rule, so it's not like a real debilitating thing that we can't see their cards, especially because of the awesome cards we have. But yeah, you don't want to mess up in the same way that I did, so just make sure that you save your game before playing Odine, and then come over to the palace, which is the path I've just taken here from the save point, and accept to mix rules, and just mix rules, quit out of the play menu once he opens it for you, and then you should spread open pretty much straight away. But if not, just reload and try again. Anyway, once you've done that, you can play him then for the ward card. Though I would perhaps recommend, if you get open spread correctly, you go and save a game before doing so, just in case you end up losing or whatever, and then you can reload without having to try and spread open again. But Odine is located here in the Presidential Palace. He's standing just next to Rinoa, and you have until the next part of the story in order to play him. So once you've advanced the story by going to the lunar base, I believe he becomes unavailable at that point, but you can still go around the city, do stuff before then, and come back to him and he'll still be standing here. I need to share some useful information with you about the rules in Esthar. You'd have seen that the elemental rule was in play. Fortunately, there's nothing debilitating like random here. However, there's also the same wall rule, but this rule is hidden, which means it will never actually be played in the Esthar region. Kinda strange, huh? However, it's still important to note that it's present, because when you then go to subsequent regions, we're going to be visiting the lunar base shortly, and that's a region. If you allow it to happen, then they will actually use the rules you're carrying from Esthar to implement the same wall rule into their own region. So even though it's not really accountable here in Esthar, it is still present, so it can still be used when mixing rules later on. Just something important for you guys to note. Now, fortunately for me, as you can see here, the ward card was played on the very first game that I played against Odine. I'm not sure whether it's played rarely and I was just lucky, or if you can expect it to be played quite soon yourself. Now, even without the open rule, I was able to win first time here. I'm hoping not having open isn't going to screw us up in trying to abolish rules from the next region. I don't think it should, but I'll keep you guys updated on that since we'll be getting there quite soon. But like I say, just do yourself a favour and make sure you spread open here before battling Odine. Because I missed that opportunity, I messed up, chose not to mix rules, did not spread open. There's no way to do so for some time, in all honesty, because we're trapped into this part of the world map. I can't just head off to another region, pick up their rules that have open, and then come back to spread it. So I'm going to have to sort it out later, which is really annoying, but we'll see how we get on. Anyway, folks, I hope the video's helped you. good luck getting the ward card. Let us know in the comment section if you do pick it up. It will it will refine into, I think it's 3 Gaia rings, which can teach Guardian Forces the HP plus 80% ability. Not too shabby. I'm just going to keep hold of it for now, though. But thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode. And in the next episode, we're actually going to be getting Doom Train, the Guardian Force. Exciting stuff. See you then.